everyone. I think this has started. Find a spot that you can be comfortable in and maybe minimize distraction. So that might be hard for you. You may have to find your bedroom, an area that nobody else is in the house, which, right? That's the challenge. And again, if you have clear weather, step outside. Hopefully, I get to do one outside later. Because I think that's very important. And I'm going to scoot back because I've been back and forth with this thing for 10 minutes now. Hopefully you'll be able to see somewhat, but if not, I can walk you through or talk you through these. For the purpose of this video, we're going to do some stretch and release. If you have a blanket or two, grab them. If you have a cushion from your couch, maybe grab that, or a pillow. We're going to work through these the best we can without props, but you know, sometimes that's needed. So, and you might have to go to a different area of your house to put your legs up the wall or something like that. So, we may have a moving class, and that's all right. It's okay to do things that are different. But if you need to pause and go get something, grab it. That's another reason that maybe the videos can be better than live, because you know, live you wouldn't get a lot of time to pause and change things if you need to or whatnot. And this is a different experience. I mean, in so many ways we're having to learn and do things differently, but I noticed yesterday that I was teaching to on my back deck to furniture. So like it's crazy, and it took me back to my practice teaching days when I started training for this, because you know, I'd be in my basement with nobody else in there but furniture. So it's just kind of funny to have that flashback. And it's just different. It's just different. But I will just do my best, and we'll roll through this. And my thought is a little bit of yoga is better than no yoga. So anyways, I will invite you to start. Maybe you've had time to go grab your things. And again, if there's nothing accessible, you know, we'll just do what we can. But take the next couple moments and find some stillness. So if seated doesn't work for you, you know, you can change that up. And we probably will do a lot of stuff on our backs. And at that point, as long as you can hear me, you know, just like in class, you can't ever really see when we go to our backside. So we'll be doing that too. But just try to find some stillness in your body. And then become aware of your breath, and then start to notice sounds around you. So become aware of that, but then we slowly start to fine tune just our breathing as we work our way towards our center. Maybe close your eyes here. And as you become aware of your inhales and exhales, I want you to count your next inhale to 4. And then on the exhale, count down from 4. Continue that counting breath as long as it's serving you. And notice your body. Let the shoulders fall away. Let the jaw relax. Tall spine here. And check in with fingers and toes. So we're releasing tension. And bring to your awareness your intention for the practice, if you have one. On your inhale, we're going to draw your arms up, and then palms together, bring them to heart center, sealing your intention. Release your hands. Let's straighten our legs. Actually, we're going to take our legs wide. So this is our straddle or our wide leg forward fold. But before we get there, we're going to do a little stretching on each side. I have a blanket underneath me. Actually, I may double that and have a little extra to elevate my hips up. So automatically you're going to roll forward some. Tall spine, toes towards the ceiling for this part. Turn towards the right and walk the hands out. Again, this is just to introduce a gentle stretch. So we're not looking for anything major here. We're not trying to force a destination. Very slowly, belly in, you start to bring yourself up and to center. Let's drop the chin here, do a little head roll side to side. All the way around if you want. Change the direction. And then center up. Turn towards the right shoulder and the left. Center up. Lengthen, turn towards your left side now and walk the hands out. Belly in, we walk this back up. So we're centered. We're going to roll shoulders. So transparency here. I totally should have cleaned my floors first because I'm very, very distracted. It's kind of gross, honestly. So just know, studio stays very clean. This place. I know what I'm doing later. Bring your, toes out, legs out, tall spine, inhale, reach. Through heart center, we're just gonna fold forward. So a lot of times we use a prop here. I'm not discouraging that. Grab your cushion, bolster, blocks, if you need that. But take the opportunity to explore the stretch today, not so much the restorative posture that we normally do. So you're going to tap into kind of a different thing for your body. Always do what you need to do, but you'll notice right away the stretch on the inner thighs. And then it's not a competition, but as you move breath by breath, you might decide you want to take it a little further. So maybe you challenge your flexibility today. And then when your body says, that's as far as I'm willing to go, you stay there, you can always back up, right? So just play with it. You can relax your head and shoulders. 5 more. Belly in, slowly make your way back up. Feels pretty good to do that already. Let's bring our legs in, nice and gentle because the legs have been out there, and give them a little shake. Well, it's not really a shake, a bounce of the knees. I don't like to use the word bounce much in yoga. We want to be careful with our joints, and then sway your feet. And find stillness. Let's bend the right knee. Tall spine. Start to turn towards the right. Remember, the belly's in. If you choose to twist any deeper, you want a tall spine. Engage that core. Twist from the torso, not the shoulders. We're going to gently release that. Open this knee up. So what we have is a figure 4, half butterfly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Belly in, slowly come up. Extend that leg. Give it a little bounce. You'll notice some of these we're not holding for the actual yin time limit. Some things we do. So if it seems a little shorter, we're doing them for the stretch. We may not be holding every posture for the full time. Bend the left knee. Nice tall spine. Turn towards your left. Slowly unwind. Figure 4 on this side. So let that knee open up, tall spine, reach up and fold in. Belly in. Allow yourself to come up. I'm coming off the blanket now, and I want to invite you to a butterfly or a diamond forward fold. So you just adjust where you want your feet to be. And tall spine, and we'll fold in. Breathing here. Send your thumbs in between your feet. Give yourself a little foot rub, because who couldn't use that? Also, sometimes when we're in these folds, they seem like they last forever. So So if you need to do something, a little movement, it's not gonna hurt. Ten more breaths. Belly comes in. You want to slowly and gently come out of this. Maybe roll the shoulders back. Check in with your spine here. And then maybe we're going to get off of our bums for a little while. Blanket under your knees if you need that for some stuff on our knees. So feel free to support. And because it feels good for us, or feels good and is good for us, let's go ahead and move into some cow and cat. Wouldn't be a bad idea to reconnect with the breath, remind us to still breathe. If you would rather do circles here, half circles with your body, move through that. Anything different that you need. Another breath or two, and then we're going to make our way to your choice of child's pose. Again, if you have a cushion or anything that can serve as a bolster and you'd like to do that, do that. Roll up a blanket, put it underneath you. Support your forehead if it's not down on the mat. So let this be restorative for you if you need it. Lengthen, lengthen, bum to heels, and then rest the heart and the forehead. I'm looking at the time. Okay, 10 more breaths here. You're doing beautifully. Be proud of yourself for taking this time today. I know it's probably not ideal. It's not a beautiful background. It's not traditional. right? To what we're used to. But I hope that you're getting something out of it. So last few breaths in child's pose. And then I'm going to invite you to go from that child's pose into downward facing dog. And if that's not good for you, then you can explore a couple different things. Down dog is really good for the stretch. So bending your knees, breathing through it. Plus, head lower than heart has its own benefits. And we can breathe through and enjoy that inversion. So options to stay here or walk your hands back to forward folding. I think it's a good idea to do this too. Inversion. You can ragdoll it. You can grab opposite elbows. Another thing you can do is take your feet a little wider and see how you like that. And ragdoll. You can sink the hips if you want the belly to rest on your thighs. And then again, shake your head yes and no here. That sounds good to you. Five more. Nice and gentle. We'll bend the knees, walk back out to down dog. Breathe here. And step your feet back to where you're in a plank, okay? Shift forward, and we're gonna do knees and belly. All right, so here's where, and if you didn't move your blanket like I did, you had support in the knees when you were coming down. Let's move into Sphinx. A little back bend here while we're in a yin style class. Remember, if this is too much on the back, you can lower it. Relax the jaw, find a smile, work those face muscles. And we're slowly going to lower down. So we come down to stacked palms, we rest the forehead. So we'll face down for a few breaths. Maybe you wiggle the hips side to side. And then taking your time rolling to your back. Blanket under your head if you wish. And again, you probably won't see much of me here, but hopefully you'll be able to hear me. Let's stretch out long. Fingers to toes. Go ahead and point and flex those feet. Open and close your hands. And roll your wrists and ankles. On your next breath, send one knee in. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale the other knee in. And repeat. Stretch long. And then gently hug both knees in towards you and give yourself a little rocking. Now we're just going to center up, feet to the floor. Readjust the pelvis if need be. And arms are by your side with palms open. Let's just let our knees sway side to side. Next time they're over towards the left side, let them stay. On an inhale, engage the belly. Guide your knees up and over to the right side. Inhale, use the belly, knees come up, and we'll straighten our legs out one at a time. Nice and gently, we're going to take them wide. Arms are wide. Let the feet fall out and away from the midline. Deepen the breath, let go. Stay here and just take notice of your body. That gentle body scan from head to toe. And stay with a deeper breath for about 4 more. Let that exhale go. Notice if the body starts to drop and melt into your mat. And give yourself permission to go with it. On your next breath, revisit your intention. Then breathe that out. Know that you did something good for yourself, and that every time we set an intention and bring breath and movement and energy to it, it's going to work. Relax the jaw, the muscles of the face. Let go of the breath awareness. Stay in your Shavasana, your final resting pose, as long as you like. If you need a transition, feel free to roll to your side or your belly. Give yourself at least 15 breaths here. But if you don't need to count them and keep up with time, don't keep up with time. Just let yourself drift away. When you're ready to come back, and that's up to you, find some gentle movement. Breathe nice and deep. Stretch and bring good, revitalizing energy back into your body. And send yourself a little gratitude. Thanks for spending this time with me today. Namaste.